Have you ever seen a roo kick? Have you ever seen an emu run under the bright Aussie skies and said this year we'll be the one? Oi, oi, oi! What does it mean to be a part of a footy team? It's more than a game. The footy's in our veins. It's time to go. It's the Northern Footy Show. Get out of our way. We wanna see them play.
All right, welcome to the Northern Footy Show. I'm JK, and what a big week of footy we have coming up. Last round for Div 3. Looks a little bit different. I haven't been in for a couple of weeks, living it up in Bali a little bit. There's something a little bit different as well. I'm sitting over here. What's going on, Daz? What's happening?
Well, the truth is, I think on yesterday's news, it's currently called KB and Friends.
Yeah.
I wanted to sit in this chair and feel what it feels like to be KB, and it's pretty special, I've got to tell you. But no, in all seriousness, we've got some great special guests tonight. We've got a women's show for finals. So I'm going to host that one. We obviously have Max and Jack doing the 19 show. You've got a couple of fantastic guests coming on shortly.
It's probably our most star-studded lineup looking at it. KB included. I'll give him his flowers for a little bit. But yeah, it's a superstar lineup we've got tonight.
You've got 6 girls coming in and 2 North Heidelberg boys. I see trouble.
Oh, that's that. There's the story that's probably happened before, but we won't go into that at the moment.
No, so it's going to be a huge show, mate. So yes, it's good for you to host. It's good for anyone to take over at any stage because the show must always go on regardless.
The show must go on. It almost didn't. Obviously, I was running pretty late. A bit of a booze bust down on Childs Road. Just a heads up.
Yep. Did you park your car and walk?
Well, I got lucky. I'm pretty lucky after the weekend and after Bali. But, I'm fine at the moment. And, look, it's big shoes to fill. Obviously, you've done a great job. But, yeah, I reckon there might be a few viewers who'll be pretty happy that I've got more airtime.
Well, they're tuning in like crazy. I can see the numbers are through the roof already. So I'm going to duck out and you can introduce your 2 guests and have a great show.
All right, who are we going with first? Is that the plan? We can
bring them all in.
All right, we'll go all 3 at the same time. All right, we'll go. Obviously, we've got the great man, KB. We have Lionel and Kane Proctor. Great to have them on the show. I've played footy against both of them, so, it's a bit different. Who's got the hot seat next to me? Lionel. Hey, mate. Oh, there we go. Okay. Good to see you, mate. Kano. Not much. All right, so obviously welcome to the show, boys. First time being on. We've got plenty to talk about. We can do the obvious stuff with the questions. You guys are flying at the moment, undefeated. I'll go with Lionel first. Obviously, for you, a bit of a different year. Coaching last year, last couple of years before that. What's been so different for you this year? Obviously, letting go for Neville, and he's done an awesome job. Obviously, he'll be coach of the year, I think. So what's been different for you?
Yeah, just rocking up now, and just being able to train and play without the stress of the whole coaching gig. It's pretty much a full-time job. You're trying to manage 45, 50 players. So it's I'm able to Neville's taken that over, which is good, and you got a lot of experience in that area. So I'm able just to rock up and enjoy it now. Yeah,
he's done an awesome job. From the game that I was watching, I watched the first time, and his on-field coaching is unbelievable. Obviously for you, Kane, you have played, Division 1 in the last couple of years at Bundoora. What are the similarities for you with Fitzroy at the moment, obviously with Neville being in charge?
Yeah, obviously Nev just brings a level of just professionalism, really. So sort of just getting back to what it's going to take to succeed. And he's obviously been there and at the top level still with Collingwood. So just sort of trying to adapt that with the group, and everyone's buying in. And
buying in.
So you still get the favours of Dad not coaching?
Yeah.
You do?
Well, yeah, obviously speaking of the family bond down there, like you've played obviously together, played with your brothers as well. You've played with all sons that are eligible so far, yeah? Cool. What was that like? Like, I would never get a chance to play with my brother. Obviously, retired, concussions, and he's a deal and got banned for life. But like, so it's obviously a bit different. What's it like playing with the family?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the highlights of my career. Yeah, to be able to play with my 4 boys and Burnsy as well, my nephew, I class as one of my sons as well. So to be able to play a few games together, yeah, those memories that they'll last forever.
Yeah, and then obviously last week you had your 100th against Epping as well. So congrats on that. The 10th Fitzroy Stars person to make 100 games, which is unbelievable. Obviously, you're number one at 228, 230. Yeah, 230 or whatever it is. And obviously, it's a massive achievement. And I was having a look and having 10 players, like such a small list, I was very surprised. But like, I think you've still got 6 or 7 that are still playing. So obviously, to play your 100th with your dad in the side, did notice you got yourself back up and kicked a couple as well. What was that like? Couple of cheap ones.
Yeah, it was really good. Just like a sort of an honour. I've obviously grown up with watching the club, and there's a few older fellas that probably aren't on that list that we don't have the recognition of. But yeah, to be able to put myself on that list against some of the names that I grew up idolising, really, just such a massive honour. So
yeah, and obviously with you guys, the culture you guys build with the family. Stuff down there at the Stars. Like, it's awesome for you guys to get to experience that. One thing I do want to bring up, obviously, if Epping do not make the finals, they're looking at Mad Monday. And one thing I've been told to ask, Bundoora Hotel, do they still have your photo up from 2023 Mad Monday?
Oh, I hope not.
What was the photo of?
I was in a good state.
Well, we've all been in them.
Thanks, Nipper.
It wasn't, but Nipper did not give me that one. But yeah, there was a few boys that were pretty keen to get a few questions for you. Is there any like off-field stories that you guys can go into a little bit? That's what we're talking about. That's my little go-to, because I'd say I'm more professional. I'm better off the field than I was on. So yeah, that's my main thing today. What's your favourite off-field story in the last couple of years that you're allowed to tell? Obviously, being together, it'd be a bit different. Like,
you're allowed to tell them. There's not many at all. Yeah, that's a tricky one.
You've been around a while. Like, you've obviously AFL as well. Like, there's got to be some good ones. Cap has always given his good ones to me, but they're usually off air. That's why I thought I'd get some good ones if you can on any Mad Monday stories. I'd love to go into the state you're in, but
Yeah, some of the Bundoora ones were pretty fun, but
pretty good.
yeah. I don't know if you can speak better on here.
Nah, can't. All right,
probably can't.
We'll let that one go. KB, have you got anything for us, mate?
Well, going back to, say, the Kane, your 100th game, you probably would have had 30 touches or more.
Under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under.
Disappointing.
Seriously. How many times this year have you had over 30 touches? Because obviously you're leading the Stars or the competition award. So every week you must be getting 30, 40 touches.
Roughly, I think so. But yeah, just sort of trying to plod along.
Always on ball, or do you go to any other positions?
Go to the bench.
You wouldn't go to the bench too often, though, would you?
Not often. But
Not. It'd be hard getting you on the bench, wouldn't it?
Screaming to get back on.
He likes to sneak forward and get amongst the goals.
Yeah, I did say you kicked one on the weekend, didn't you? A couple, too, yeah. Who played on you?
Calf.
Oh, perfect. He loves running one way. No. Well, that's great.
So Kane got on the best players, yeah?
Yeah.
And so did Calf. How does that work out?
Well, they were just in the best player for their
I
teams,
don't
mate.
think either of us defend. So.
I mean, if we were playing at Murndale, we definitely would have got votes either way, but we didn't do that this week. I reckon you would have got all the votes. I obviously missed that game playing up in Bali, but yeah, I did miss that one. Finals predictions for you guys. Obviously, you will have the week off, which is handy. Have you thought about the setup? Like, obviously, with the top 5, like you could play 2 games of footy in a month or 5 weeks. Like, that's kind of a different setup for you guys. What's planned? Like, what would you do different?
It's a tricky one. We went through it last year. Oh,
yeah. So learning from
learning from that. Obviously, Neville left some ideas on how to attack that. Yeah, we've been obviously fortunate to be in that position again to get the week off. But yeah, I think we'll train as normal, pretty much similar to last year. But yeah, I'm sure Neville's got some ideas around that.
Yeah, lovely. I will get Div 3 up here, so we can just have a quick chat. Obviously, with the ladder, it's much better when Daz is in his seat and I can do that. But All good. Obviously, the weekend's results. We had King Lake knocking off Mernda. Oh no, that's a long time ago. This is no good. Round 17. We had Fitzroy obviously getting the job done over Epping, 7 goals. Ivanhoe smacking Reza. Kilmore getting their percentage well and truly up, which has made this week really, really interesting. King Lake knocking off Laylaw. Look, looking into the finals, there's really only one game that anyone really cares about this week. It's going to be Kilmore v King Lake. That's a massive one. It's match of the round. We'll just go with your prediction, boys. What's it's down King Lake as well. They're tough to beat down there. What's your predictions?
Yeah, tough to beat there. We got some family at King Lake.
He's a superstar, that kid.
Yeah, really good player.
He's in the best players, I think, 9 or 10 times for the year. Absolute killed us when we played him.
Yeah, they obviously play their ground really well. Give a really good contest. I'll back in King Lake.
Yeah, what about you, Kane?
Yeah, I reckon the same.
King Lake?
Obviously, it's a bit more.
King Lake. There's only one team beat him this year, isn't it? That's the Stars.
Yeah, so that's a big thing. Obviously, Kilmore, though, they're flying at the moment. They touched us up, and then they've got to win to play finals. King Lake will make finals either way. So I'm not sure if that's going to play into it a little bit. Their players rested. I don't know. You probably wouldn't think so, but see where we go. But obviously, Epping will be watching that game pretty closely. You'd think.
I reckon Epping are pretty safe.
Safe.
Yeah, I'm going to go
Cool.
safe.
Well, I'll give you this tip. Obviously, I'm pretty close to the boys. They don't feel very safe. It's 50-50 and you never know. And then obviously the week after, that'll be Lorimer and Ivanhoe. That'll be in the first final. Predictions there. I know Doyle's still out suspended, so that's a big out.
What happened to Doyle?
He got 3 weeks for a hit on
Rough conduct.
Yeah, rough conduct. Not sure.
I think a smother gone wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was stiff.
another one of those ones.
Stiff. But yeah, 3 weeks for that. So he'll miss the first final. Big out for Ivanhoe. Look, that's the lock there. Lorimer v Ivanhoe. What's the predictions there, boys?
I don't know. Ivanhoe obviously are the one to watch at the moment. Come with a lot of momentum, but yeah, Lorimer they obviously know how to get the job done. They were there last year and played up a division, so I reckon Lorimer will just get them done.
Yeah, I'd say Lorimer. Even though Ivanhoe are in really good form at the moment, I think Lorimer, on the big stage of experience, and I'll get the job done.
Yeah, that's what I was probably heading to as well. The experience on the big stage for them, the way they move the ball and they spread is unreal. I did miss the Ivanhoe game, and obviously, it was a 20-goal turnaround from when Epping played them the first time. So I reckon that's definitely a big game. If we do have to look at it, if it's King Lake, Kane, are you landing back in the deep end, brother? Back in the deep end, jeez. Forgot me floaties a few times down there around. So if there's a final and it's King Lake v Epping or it's King Lake v Kilmore, who will be tipping in that elimination final? King Lake Epping or King Lake Kilmore? What are we thinking?
I'll be back in King Lake. Yeah.
At Whittlesea as well, I think similar to their ground. And obviously Epping are stumbling. I think they've lost the last 4. Probably not ideal going into finals and then heading into a bye. Few injuries to come back, but I think they picked up a couple on the weekend as well. So obviously not great form going into an elimination final. But yeah, if Kilmore can knock them off this week, I reckon they can knock them off 2 weeks in a row. So that'll be pretty big. Head to UKB.
I just want to go back to Lionel's career a little bit. Northern Knights, Richmond. Can you tell us a bit about your career?
The Knights, good fun there. Obviously under 18s, you're back enjoying the footy growing up. Spent 3 years there. Then lucky enough to get drafted to Richmond.
Were you always looking at getting drafted? Were you one of those 3 that Knights actually pushed to get drafted? Were you a smoky?
I reckon I was a smoky, I think. Yeah. Had a couple of chats with some clubs beforehand, but I was lucky enough to get picked up and went to Richmond. Lucky enough to play a few games there. Spent 4 years there, I think.
How many games? How many goals?
20 games, I think. Only the 4 goals.
Yep. What'd you play full-back?
Everywhere, actually. Back pocket, wing. Yeah,
So as an AFL player, where was you best suited? What position?
I think half back. I think, just be able to run and use the footy, I think.
Did you pick up like these days? Do you actually pick up a man?
Oh,
Back then you would have.
You got to clarify that one.
Yeah, there was no garden zones and stuff like that.
No, it was more one-on-one footy back then. So
Yeah.
lots changed.
I reckon halfback these days that'd suit pretty well.
Yeah,
Do what you
I
want.
played there last year, but chasing these young blokes around, too slow now, so slide down forward.
Now I remember 2013. I think it was a grand final against, was it Whittlesea, or you had a grand final and the ball got bounced up and did someone run through you?
Yeah,
It was a pretty heated game, wasn't it?
Big Harrow, got me on the right spot. A couple of minutes into the game, I think. Saw the ball bounced up. I jumped and tapped it, and as soon as I hit the deck, it was lights out. Yeah, I don't remember much, but that's football.
And did you win the game or lose the game?
No, we lost by about 3 goals, I think. Yeah, unfortunately.
It's not ideal, obviously, early in the grand final. I had similar in 2016, slept in the first couple of minutes. It's not a great story to tell. I'm glad you brought that up, though. Put him in the hot seat like that. Speaking of grand finals, obviously, you played a couple of Div 1?
Yep, 2.
Two? What years against who?
So the previous of the one last year, so it was 2 in a row, and they're both against Heidelberg.
Are you repeating yourself? Heidelberg.
Heidelberg.
Yeah.
And then Heidelberg.
It's going to
Just keeps on going, doesn't it?
Keep going. I love it. Like, what's it like going up against, a Heidelberg? Heidelberg. That's what we'll go with. In a grand final, obviously they're stacked, and they're professional outfit. What was it like?
I thought early the first one we're probably pretty confident at Bundoora. We're pretty stacked as well.
You're a chance too, weren't you? Was that the wet game?
Yeah, it was the wet game. I think we had a few go down early. Colo on his shoulder early, and I think a few other boys went in a bit sore. But obviously, they're at the top for a reason, and you can only do nothing but idolise them really on the ship that they run over there. And
100%.
You still watch from afar at how good they are. And
and I mean, I can sit here and I can talk me crap and throw some comments here and there, but I think you said it perfect. Like the ship they run is unreal. Yeah, and people throw comments at them because of how good they are. Like you kind of want them to be doing something wrong, or you're hoping they're doing something wrong.
Similar to Bundoora in the 90s, we were like that.
Well, of course, you have to go back to the UK, mate. You love that stuff. Tell us about the 90s, mate. The boys are pretty happy. I got a few messages about the hair, KB. They want to know about the hair at the moment.
Usually I've got a hat on. I went to court today. No, I didn't. That's what Kane told me. I went to court. I went to watch the footy today at the parade. That's why I got the top on. The boys had a magnificent win, and they're in the Herald Shield next Thursday. So if anyone wants to get down there, I think it's at Port Melbourne, 12:30 parade versus. Doesn't really matter because they're going to win. So, I thought I'd dress up for the day.
You look good, mate. I
always look good.
Yeah, but you look better.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Tinder date.
For an old fella.
I've been waiting for the double date on Tinder. I've got a few
We'll
stories
get
to
there.
tell you about
It's going to happen.
Bali.
Did you hear about that? There's a double date. Father and son combination.
I'm happily married.
No, you're not talking about. I don't think he meant these two, but father and son. You got to make it specific, I think, mate. Daz, have we got any comments going up? I've seen there's a few about Kano, about Lionel. Loves. Oh, jeez. There's one about me. I'm pretty happy with that. Audacious to be wearing the parade jumper, mate. Don't mind that. KB has banned women from his life. I love this. Smashing the cans, KB. There's a bit coming in today. Look, you are a popular man on the show, KB, and you have brought a lot of viewers. It hurts me to say because I thought it was a bit of me time, but it's definitely KB and friends. Like, it's all about you.
Bit of Billy Brownless in me or Dougie Hawkins.
I've got the Billy Brownless look, but yeah, you've that going on. I've just got one more. Obviously, if you guys, do win the flag this year, do you think moving forward? Because I think KB said all year that you guys would be fairly competitive Div 2. Do you think you can see yourself doing a South Morang and building something and getting Fitzroy Stars at Division 1? Do you think that's possible, or is it more just you've built the group this year to win the flag, and then what happens?
No, I think we're sort of looking ahead, planning to obviously compete. Probably weren't ready, so probably a blessing we lost last year, but we're building to compete for next year, and we'll be ready if and when we do go up to compete and try to be successful as we can, and hopefully we climb and
yeah, and
north.
You know what? That's the answer you kind of want to hear. Like, obviously everyone at Fitzroy Stars, but everyone else around, you kind of don't want teams to just build, win a flag. Reservoir did it in 2016 and they folded. I know obviously you guys wouldn't fold, but to go up and then bounce back down, probably not ideal. Just keep building. You've got so much talent, VFL talent, Paddy Farron. He's one of the best players I've seen roll around. If Eddie Betts is still having a kick next year, like you have the side to be able to compete. And then obviously with the points, everyone comes down a point next year. So you'll be able to recruit again. What's it like playing with, the players that I've just said, like playing with these guys all in that, Fitzroy Stars family, ultra vibe? What's it like? Both of you?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Getting Paddy back, he's family of us, so it's good to get him back from WA. I just freaks some guys like him, and obviously Eddie's still got it as well.
Yeah,
Still got some speed about him.
I'm pretty happy I'm not still playing.
He still kicks goals from anywhere. Sits on shoulders when he can. So to be able to play with those blokes, and they're obviously experienced. Help the young boys out that are coming through as well. It's going to be invaluable for those guys.
It'd be nice if you wrote that a bit higher. So
Can I ask one question before we go on the boys? Who's the best proctor? So overall, would you class yourself better than your old man? And we'll say age, because you are a gun, but obviously you've played AFL.
Obviously, at my age, he was probably just coming out of the AFL and probably winning league medals and stuff.
So you're going to say the old fella's got you?
I'm definitely tougher, but
So the old fella, you would say at your age, would be an absolute superstar. And he's still playing. How old are you?
46 in November.
46, still playing A-grade football is unbelievable. Wow. Now, another one I've just got to ask you. The hardest game you've had all year would have to be the Hotter Big West game, wouldn't it?
Well, I missed that one. I was in Bali.
what would be the difference?
Will be the difference. We actually had you for that day, which is surprising. Why did we go so well that day?
I don't know. Probably the boys had a crack, so credit to them. I don't know. Things went right. Maybe things went wrong on our end, but they definitely still didn't have a crack.
So Heidelberg West go down as the second best team maybe for the year.
Yeah, I don't mind that. They did just lose.
Well, it could be statistic-wise.
It's a good way to look at it. We do have to go to a commercial. It's been under having you lads on.
Own a business with an ABN in a commercial property like a shed, farm or warehouse? Tired of sky-high hot water bills? AGL offers professional heat pump hot water installations with 100% rebates that cover everything, including plumbing, electrical, and even a free quote and analysis for systems over 10 years old. You pay zero out of pocket and start saving from day one. It's a no-brainer. Visit Sean or Savvy today at www.aussiegreenlighting.com.au and proud sponsors of the Northern Footy Show.
All right, we are back, and we are going to start heading through the games for this round. We will start with Division 1 because we know that Division 3 puts bums on seats, and that's all anyone really cares about at the moment. So as we head down, we have Greensborough hosting... Is that right? We have Greensborough hosting Montmorency. Tips and thoughts, lads?
Greensborough, they're in good form. I think.
There they are.
At home, I'll go Greensborough. A couple of goals.
Greensborough 4 points.
Sorry, Borough. Monty, you're going to win. 2 goals.
2 goals, 12 points. I will take Greensborough by 20. Make sure you enter the coupon for the footy banners as well. Thanks for getting that up. Now, this is an interesting one. North Heidelberg v South Moraine. North Heidelberg starting to find a little bit of form. They've won a couple in a row. South obviously need to win 2 of the last 3. Look, I like this. I like the cinema sort of thing. So I'll tip South by a point.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a cracker. North Heidelberg at home, hard to beat. We know from previous years. Cardio still going well, I think. More reports still playing well. North Heidelberg at home, 8 points.
Yeah, I'll go South Moraine. Goal.
Woof, woof. 24 points.
I don't mind it. Tanner Pearce back in the ones this week as well, mate. And they took you.
Is Tanner Pearce back in the ones?
Yeah, he's only been the best 15 times this year to get.
Has he told you about that, Tanner?
Yeah, he has told me already. Anyways, he won't be happy with that. Anyways, Heidelberg v Eltham. Yep.
I love that comment by Geordie Gillard. I've got all the jumpers, but I haven't got a Northern Night one.
Yeah, not yet.
Geordie, send one in, mate.
Send one in.
And I still
Awesome.
won't wear it.
Heidelberg v Eltham. We'll skip that one. Heidelberg, but all of us. Bundoora v Hurstbridge at Bundy as well. So, look, this is going to be a tough one as well. Hurstbridge almost gave up a big lead on the weekend. I'm going to tip Bundoora by a point.
Yeah, I think I'll go Kono's old mob. Yeah, 7 points, close.
You can't tip against the Bulls. 8 points.
Without Kane, they can't win. Hurstbridge by 2 goals.
I don't mind that. Have you thought about the scenario of if, Fitzroy Stars jump up and end up having to play Bundoora? Would that be?
Nah, there's a few years. I'll probably be retired by then.
No, you'll be still going.
Well, I hope so. What are you? You're only 28, Kane?
28.
You're a baby.
You got plenty of years, mate. I retired at 20. We have Division 2 now. Geez, this computer's slow, Daz. All right, Northcote Park v Diamond Creek. I think Dymo, 8 goals. They've hit their straps. I think the boys are back from Europe. And, they're raring to go. They're back.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to see Northcote get up, being an old Northcote Park boy. But yeah, Dymo, really good team. So I reckon, 4 goals.
Dymo by 8 goals.
My favourites for the flag, Diamond Creek. I'll win by about 8 goals.
All right, three of
Generally
us by 8 goals. You wouldn't read about it. St. Mary's v McLeod. Now, this is a pretty big one. I think St. Mary's have kind of fallen off a little bit. They're still the 4th best team. There's a massive gap between the top 3. But look, if they can win this one before finals, it'll be massive. But I think McLeod's too strong. 5 goals.
Yeah, McLeod.
I've got St. Mary's by a point.
Yeah, like it, Kano.
I'm going to go St. Mary's on their, we'll say, small little crappy ground that they play on. I reckon they're going to keep Darcy Barton to about 3 goals, and I reckon St. Mary's will get up by 2 goals again.
No, I reckon it could be a bit of like Jeremy Cameron style. They're going to feed him. I reckon
Well, Darcy needs 14 goals for his 100.
He's going to have a big.
Could he get it?
I think he might. Do they storm the field? Surely, like.
If I'm there, I'm
I
there.
think
going.
so.
Will you go? Right? Nah.
Oh, this one should have no one watching anyway. Tomo v Old Paradians down at Tomo.
That could be match of the day.
Yeah, for someone.
It'll be close.
Not us. Yeah, it'll be close. Yeah, OP. I'll back them by 2 goals.
I'll go Tomo, KG to kick 4 goals and get them over the line.
I'm going to go with Tomo as well by 2 goals.
I'm going to go the same as Lionel. Greeny will kick about 6, I reckon. Get him across the line.
Been hearing Greeny's name out in the rumour mill as well. So hopefully kicks a few and stays in form for whoever he ends up with. Lower Plenty v Watsonia. Look, I think what's he done? They've packed up. They're ready to play against Epping next year. So, yeah, I'll tip Lower Plenty by 120 points.
Well, that's massive, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. I'll go 70 points.
Yeah, lower, I don't know. Watch.
80 points. Yeah, let's be like it's Div 1. There's Div 3. Like, no, I think this is just the middle division. Like, there's not much happening. Interesting. Maybe finals, but we'll see what happens. KB, what do you
Lower
think, mate?
Plenty by 100 points.
Yeah, should be a big one. Pat Neal, Whittlesea, once again. Well done, Deanna Berry. Missed the Banyule v West Preston game. Yep, sorry about that, lads. Wasn't using the mouse. I can't do 2 things at once around here. I'll say Banyule by 5 goals as well. Banyule West, I missed that one.
Banyule need that win, don't
I think
they?
they do need the win.
Yeah, Banyule, 28 points.
Banyule by 3 goals.
Yeah, I'd go with Banyule too. And train a few kids down there. I reckon by about 5 goals at home. Too good.
Awesome. Yeah, last one in Div 2, making sure it is. Pat Neal, Whittlesea. I wasn't here last week, but yeah, big shout out to Deanna Berry taking on the coaching role down there. It's great to see. I still think Whittlesea. It's a tough gig to walk into Dymo and then Whittlesea. Yeah, so I think Whittlesea by about 80 points.
Yeah, I think Whittlesea. But all the best to a couple of ex-Stars boys in Raleigh and Hotak down at Panton Hill. But I think Whittlesea.
Yeah, Whittlesea will get done by 10 goals.
KB?
One of those who cares games.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we will go, as we said, we tipped before for King Lake Kilmore or with King Lake. Ivanhoe v Lorimer. It's an interesting game. Obviously, they're going to play each other again the week after. Look, I'm going to tip Ivanhoe just because it doesn't really mean anything this game. And I think at home they might get the job done, and it'd be hard for Lorimer to get up for this one. You wouldn't want any injuries, stuff like that. Something to think about there. But yeah, Ivanhoe by a goal.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Just to see how both teams attack it. But I think I'd lean towards Lorimer getting the job done.
You would hope they both punch shit out of each other, wouldn't you?
100%. There's a few reports, injuries. That's what I mean. It'd be a tough one to go into because you can't really go full ball, can you? Like, you've already got next week in your mind. That'd be interesting.
I think Lorimer as well. I think they're just coming off a bye, so probably don't want to be resting too many blokes 2 weeks out of finals. Probably don't want to flirt with your form a little bit. Good players are playing well. Like they say they play and they'll win by 4 goals.
I reckon Ivan might get up here. I reckon Fitz will get quiet. I reckon that Falou will get about 45 touches. Schultz will go berserk. And Ottens might come and play kick 5. So I reckon they might win by about 3 goals.
Don't mind it. We have Heidelberg West. Maxi Branch entered as well, which is good to see. Heidelberg West v Mernda this week. We'll start with the tipping at KB. I want to hear what you've got to say
I reckon,
about
under Nipper's leadership skill, I reckon that they'll go okay and they'll win by about 8 goals. I reckon I would have said 12, but I reckon we've got a few back this week. And last week we probably had the worst team that we possibly could have had in. Didn't travel too well, so I reckon we'll go okay this week.
Kano?
I'll go Mernda. Mernda by 3 goals.
Oof. Mernda, that's it. I'm going big. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Mernda as well. Nipper will get them home.
I'm thinking 10 goals. All right. I think Heidelberg West are in strife now, obviously coming off the big loss to Kilmore. There's nothing really in the game. I just think the young kids for Mernda are probably more hunger, to show something for next year and stuff like that. Obviously, Nipper coaching again. They've got so much to prove, and their young kids are pretty good. They've posted a signing as well. Well done, Nathan Pagia. Yep, seen that. And we'll move on. Reza v Fitzroy.
This is a big one.
Big one, you reckon? Yeah, Fitzroy by 100.
Star-studded lineup.
Yeah, it is a
Got the Stars versus the old Super Rules team.
Well, I'm glad you said I don't want to get in trouble with the Reservoir anymore.
Nick loves me. He won't mind that.
We'll go Stars by 100. Look, Reza starting to fade out as the year's ending now, I think. Obviously, Rowan Davies has stood down as well. So it'll be interesting. I'm hearing Ricky Dyson rumours down there, but what do you reckon, boys? Obviously, how much you're going to win by, and you've got to tip yourselves.
Yeah, obviously tip it. But, sure Reservoir going to come and give it a real good crack to finish the year out. Try and send a row out on it with a win, and interesting to see how they line up this week.
Yeah, I reckon they'll turn up and have a good crack. Try and send him out on a high. He's obviously a very well respected coach.
Absolutely, yep.
We'll get it done by.
Probably the most important thing is probably coaches' votes for the day. If Kane gets another 10, you win it quite easily, don't you? So I'd be more interested in Kane getting best on ground by both coaches.
Well, yeah, Doyle was getting close as well, and then obviously the suspension. So, yeah, you'd be pretty
So I'm next to the superstar.
Next to the superstar. There might have been a comment on the weekend about winning 2 medals at the end of the year. I did hear about this one. I don't mind that. I wonder which medals we're talking about. And then our last game, Turtles v Laylaw.
I'm going to go Laylaw.
Yeah, they beat him last time. at the Dome, shocking ground. I think I trained there 6
ground in the world, isn't it?
I think I trained there 6 times when I played there. Look, I think the Turtles will get up by 10 points, but geez, it's a good game for them. They've got to get a little bit of respect back, the Turtles, and knock them off this time.
Yeah, I'd go Turtles as well. Could be close, but I'd say 12.
You tipped already. Perfect. Have we got anything else, Daz, from this little games? I don't know where to go from here. I haven't been here for 2 weeks, and honestly, I didn't watch the show while I was away. I posted it a few times. What do you got for me, mate? Nothing? Yeah, come in, Daz. Come on. He's been itching. Chomping the bit to get in. I don't know. Giving up
I
his
actually
baby
haven't,
for the
but someone
night.
called me Daddy Daz, so I'm not sure whether that's
Who
a
was it?
compliment or I don't know.
I think so. I reckon you're looking pretty sharp at the moment.
I know. I had to go to court and represent Coach. I had to get a character witness. I couldn't do it. Look, from my point of view, I think what Fitzroy Stars are doing, they're definitely the chase this year. You guys are making up a little bit for last year. We spoke about that off air before the show, and there's a real purpose here. Personally, as me and KB said earlier, I think with your best side on the park is probably impossible to beat, but we all know how hard it is to win the big ones. One of the questions that came through my text machines for you, Lionel, how many seasons do you honestly believe you have left in you? Because the feedback is you're nowhere near retirement. You're still playing first football. You're a community legend, and that's the truth. What you've done for the Stars is astronomical. What you do for your community is astronomical. Have you got any intentions of hanging up the boots?
I do, yeah. I've got a couple more games.
Wrong answer, mate. Wrong answer.
I mean, send him in on a high. I think
It's
that's
a
the
good way
plan.
to go out. It might look like I'm moving okay, but yeah, on the inside, after games, I'm pretty sore during the week. But yeah, look, if we won it last year, I might have hung them up then. But yeah, sort of hang around for one more and see if we can get that
Fairy tale.
Roosty flag. And yeah, it's a good way to go out, I think.
So the other back end question to that is, if you give it up, could you be the first person at 47 that slots into Super Rules 35s? Because you can't bypass it and go to 45s or 55s. You're probably going to go back in the top because you are in good form. The truth is, you're over your injuries. You're running around. I don't know another 47-year-old, 46-year-old, maybe other than Boomer Harvey, running around playing at that level. Longevity. What do you put it down to?
Yeah, I think I had 6 weeks off during the year. Went to Bali, had a bit of an injury, so that sort of broke the year up a little bit. Fresh and get the body back in order to attack the back half of the year up in finals. But I don't put on weight, as you can see. I've never been able to put on weight. So
Why bring up weight? Is this about me? Is it? It's always the fat guy that cops it.
Well, mate, the fat guy cops it. Scotty,
I know,
mate. He's ripped me something shocking.
Well, he has been doing a good job of getting these characters done each week. If you've seen him, you'll get them. You'll get one. Scotty Ditcham puts them up, and he's been making JK bigger than me.
I've put on 10 kilos every time he's done it, and like he's pretty spot on, mate. I'm pretty heavy at the moment. So,
but in all seriousness, you go out, you win this. Is that it? Is that the swan song for you? You say, I want to go out on a high, and you'll run around a little bit in the twos, just helping the boys out, or coaching? Do you go back to coaching?
Yeah, not sure. Don't know about coaching. I'm happy to help out in any role.
Yeah.
Don't know about being a coach, but yeah, just more time on the weekend to spend with the wife and grandkids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's looking towards being the last.
Yeah. Okay. And Kane, all the rumours in the world around that you're going to 17 other clubs in the off season if you get it done. And I'm not going to ask you to answer it. You're playing career best form. I watch a lot of the games back with you guys, obviously. You're just honestly moving as good as you've ever moved. What do you put this down to? You're fitter than you've ever been. You were sensational at Bundoora, but the ball's a magnet. Every time I put the Fitzroy Stars game on, it's in your hand. You're giving it off. Your speed's excellent. You know, your decision-making's immaculate. What do you put this stellar season down to? I think you win the league. I can't see you losing it. We sort of do some votes each week. What do you put it down to?
I'll put a lot of work into my body this year, a bit more than the last few years. I was obviously a concreter, so I'm off the tools now, which probably helps. But just training hard, I suppose, never really put me through the ringer over the summer. So, you know, and you run around alongside blokes like Ethan Penrith and Jai Burns,
pretty good.
Keaton Ronan. Now Ruckman's a elite class at the moment, so it makes it a lot easier. But sort of get let off the hook from time to time with these other blokes. So probably slip out the back. And
you are killing it. We'd be wrong if we didn't say Nipper 2 votes, because I got into him last week at the game. He was at Montmorency, and he said, "Can you stop saying it?"
He's been stiff because he doesn't even do the votes.
I know he doesn't,
but he will finish up with exactly 2 votes a game
good
from when he took over. I don't mind it.
Lionel, in your time, you've been there a long time. In your time at Fitzroy Stars, who are some of the kids that have come through that you've seen maybe come from nothing or come from not with not gifted and have gone on with talent throughout here? And you can't say your son.
Can't say my son.
Nah, can't say your son. We know he's a star.
Yeah.
His ego's enough.
Yeah, there's been quite a few. I think this year, young James Jabowski, he's been really good. He's grown again. He's put some size on.
Yeah.
I think he had a bit of a pre-season down at Preston.
Mhm.
Preston. Come back in really good nick. and his brother Connor as well. He unfortunately got a shoulder injury earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good kids. Keaton Ronan really come on in leaps and bounds, I think. Played some seniors last year. But this pre-season, he had a huge pre-season. He's come back and he's mixed with the best on ballers out there. Obviously chopping Kano and Burnsy and Ethan out. He's really taking his game to a new level as well.
Your favourite player of all time from the Stars? You can say yourself.
Aaron Gibson.
He's on the short list. You know. I think Mungara Brown.
Yeah. Oh, I was about to bring him up. 2 games short. Someone put him on the field. Qualify him.
He tried, yeah. But absolutely.
Best junior I've ever seen by a country mile. Ever.
That's why I was so surprised to see there was only 10. Like, it's unbelievable.
Best junior I've ever. I coached against him. He cost me a grand final where I had Jimmy Atkins when I was coaching Eltham. He tore us apart. I reckon he had 50 touches on that day, and then come up and apologised after the game. You know, like, sorry guys, you know, like, sorry, like, mate, you're a star. 2 games short. I said to him when I was down there last year, you've got to get the 2 games. He doesn't really seem to care too much about the 2 games.
He's not phased about it, but it'd be good to get him over the line. Yeah, him and I think Johnny Hayes is another one.
Oh wow, yeah,
absolute superstar.
Yeah,
kicked over 100 goals. I think 1 or 2 seasons. I think.
Wow.
Yeah, great.
Had some amazing guys. And your favourite coach? Who's been your most influential coach and your most influential person in your football career?
Coach. I had a few actually. It's tricky. Well, I love my junior coaches. Back in the old Alphington days.
Wow.
Paul Lewis and Barry Wilson.
Okay.
And Barry Wilson is still a really close family friend now. Yeah, they had a big influence on me. I think my cousin who used to I used to chase him around all the time. Alan Thorpe played over.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, I used to chase him around everywhere, follow him to training. Pretty much lived at his place when I was younger. He's had a huge influence on me.
Yeah. They're pretty big names as well. I'm going to jump out of here so JK can close the show off and we can get the 19 shows going. From my perspective, you are the most favourite person I've had on. I've been hanging to get you on for the 2 years until we got approved, because the truth is you're a legend of the game. Everybody knows who you are, and what you've done for local football for me is as high an accolade as you can get. Hope you finish off with the flag.
That's the plan, yeah, to be nice. Appreciate it.
Good for you to do it with this young spud as well. He's a legend. You can close the show off and I'll get the 19s going.
Yeah, as Daz said, like, it's probably a perfect way to go out. Thanks for coming on, boys. As I said, star-studded lineup tonight. You know, it's really good for the league to get, you know, blokes like yourselves on and just bring the game and build the community sport that's going on. And yeah, just keep obviously we had plenty of watches tonight. You know, I think there's over 100, so that's unreal. So massive thank you for you boys. Good luck to everyone on the weekend. We've got a few messages, a few blokes not happy with what I'm saying, but no, that's the point. That's what I'm here for. As Daz would say, keep kicking goals.
Have you ever seen a roo kick? Have you ever seen an emu run under the bright Aussie skies and said this year we'll be the one? Oi, oi, oi! What does it mean to be a part of a footy team? It's more than a game. The footy's in our veins. It's time to go. It's the Northern Footy Show. Get out of our way. We wanna see them play.
G'day everyone, what's going on? It's Max Brown here and I'm joined with Jack White. We've also got 2 special guests tonight from North Heidelberg. We've got Darcy and Jai. Boys, what's going on?
Not too much, man. Thanks for having us on the show.
Anyway, so just straight away with the question. Good question. I just got a question. So boys, what first got you both into footy?
I don't know. I was kind of
played it when I was a kid with my dad, and then I fell in love with the game and played ever since. I was like 8. Yeah.
Yeah, I started my juniors off when I was about 6 years old at Bundoora Bulls, and played with a few of Jack White's teammates. And yeah, my last year at juniors had a year at Yarrambat, and then Scooter, our coach for North Heidelberg, recruited a few of us boys and yeah, brought us down to North, and I've loved it ever since.
And so far, what's been your probably favourite footy memory that you've got?
I'd have to say, back in under 15s, playing for Mernda, we beat Kilmore by a point in extra time in the grand final. Yeah.
And for me, it would probably be last year. So first year in 19s, just the camaraderie and the chemistry that we had as a group, it was definitely the best I've been a part of. And yeah, we had like superstars across all 3 lines, and we were like only a few points away from making the grand final. We thought if we made it that year, we would have had a genuine shot against Heidelberg, but unfortunately fell short. But just loved all those boys and loved playing with them.
Yeah, gross. Any AFL players you look up to or try and model your game sort of off?
I'm a Carlton fan, so at the moment, as a medium defender, it would probably be Lockie Cowan for me.
Cool.
I love how he goes about it. I think he's pretty tough. He locks down and also gets a fair bit of the ball. So yeah, he's my favourite player and a player I look up to at the moment.
I'm a Melbourne supporter, so I try and base my game off Cosy Pickett as a small medium forward. I kind of just from basically anything I can. Yeah, so I kick goals off it. So,
Kick a few?
Yeah.
Any good? Who's your best and favourite teammate down at North?
I think from the very first training session, like it's hard to go past anyone in the team. Like love all the boys in the group and the seniors as well. They were awesome.
Alan Tran?
Oh, maybe Alan. I do love Alan.
Trained at 8 different clubs in pre-season.
But no, for me, it would probably be Yakub. Yakub Arafosky, like ever since the first training session, he kind of took me under his wing and like just a sensational footy player, great leader. He's our captain and probably also our best and fairest this year, and he's just ripping.
So, Darcy, when you played down in Mernda, what do you think of Eddie Sakeley? Any good of a bloke?
Nah, I'm good mates with Eddie. Yeah, he's a good bloke.
Yeah, fair enough. And also, Jai, I heard you're captain North Heidelberg. Is that true?
Oh, I'm not the captain. I am the vice captain this year. So we've got like there's a leadership group of 4 of us. It's Yakub and Kai Hunter as the captains, and then myself and Isaac Andriopoulos as the vice captain.
Yeah,
How's fair last name?
How's that role been treating you?
It's all right. I really like it. Just having a chance to speak my voice, get the message across to some of the boys, especially on the field when it's tough for the coach to be saying those kind of things. It's good.
Yeah, and Joe, I've just got one more question for you. Whatever happened to JD Fitness?
Oh, no, that's No, we can see these boys laughing about it. No, it wasn't bad. I didn't mind doing it. It was
I liked it.
For some that didn't know, I had a fitness TikTok and Instagram account for about 6 months last year. And I would absolutely cop it on the footy field. People just sledging me the whole time. But I cut it off just because I was going into the pointy end of year 12. And it took up quite a bit of time. So
bring it back. Bring it back now. We do got to ask, how's old mate Tyler going? Who's the better player between the two of you?
Oh, no, it's tough to get past him. For those that don't know, Jack and my brother Tyler played together at Parade St Damian's and also Bundoora. He's a good crumbing little small forward. Good guy.
Now, any tight asses down at North?
Oh, all of them. Yeah. No, we've got sponsors day coming up this weekend, and everyone in the team had to chip in $10. Yeah, and including the bloke sitting next to me, not many have paid up. So, yeah.
Any coaches' pets? Alan would have to be one. He's definitely
no, I'd have to say Jai here. But nah, not. What do you think?
Nah, the boys would
wouldn't really
slam
say
me.
anyone.
If I didn't say myself, the boys would probably get to me. I'm always the
That's
one.
why I had to say it.
Yeah, I'm sending the long messages to the group chat, and if our coach needs an example, like I'll be in it for the drill. So, probably myself.
Fair enough.
Anyway, well, I guess we'll call that a wrap for the questions for now. And so, first, we just want to say, it's the people's show, so we need everyone's help. Anything you can send, like pictures, any goals, like players playing seniors, what's going on after hours, and even if people are making like nights or press and debuts, that'd be great. Anyway, I just want to say some congratulations are in order. Firstly, Tyson Gresham on being selected for his first VFL game for Carlton. All reports didn't look out of place. Excellent effort. Next up, for Vic Metro under 17 kids being selected in the squad to play before the AFL Grand Final. How exciting. The boys are as follows: Harry Van Hatten, Louis Hounson, Kai Parker, Max Downs, Ivor Cook. Once again, congratulations. Hopefully see the kids playing AFL one day.
I haven't got a sheet. Can I borrow your one?
Easy. So now, I guess, please, you stress again, no player fines, no spin the wheel, no fines are allowed at club level, or the fine should be whoever creates a fine must pay times 20. For example, just say, Eltham's fine to me, $5 span this show. The person that brings up the fine should get 100. Kids haven't got much money as adults do, so please lay them off. And now we go to Div 3 results. Jack, have a crack.
Starting off, we had Kilmore versus Penton Hill. Kilmore beat them by 31 points, 83-52. Our best on for Kilmore were Wardley, Doyle, Lilburn, Osman, Borshall, Tanner, Moani, O'Dwyer. And then for Panna, we had McCallum, James, Hughes, Martin, Grimmer, and Pascal, with the goal kickers from Kilmore being Cook, Doyle, and Lilburn all kicking 2, and Hawkins, Saraceno, and Walker Jr. all kicking 2. Bangor 2s versus Bundy. We beat Bangor by 15 points. Best on for Bangor, Senzi, Galea, who tore us up, Osborne, Lang, Barai, and Alasovki. Best on for Bundy, Mitch Harvey playing his first game back for about 10 weeks. Zach Wilkes, Ned Grossman, Kian, Filipovsky, and Seb Cox and Nick Reed. For Bangor, Galea kicked 6, and Senzi kicked 2, and then Mitch Harvey, as we said, kicked 3. Eli Church and Moses O'Carroll kicked 2. Old Pradians versus Eltham 2s. Old Pradians lost to Eltham 59-84. The best ones for Old Pradians being Cleary, Sutherland, Russ, Signo, another Galea, and Perino, with the best ones from Eltham being Hand, Livy, Doom, Botev, Walkley, and McGrath, with goal kicks from OP being Perino kicking 3, Russ Signo kicking 2, and then from Eltham, Libby kicked 6, and Botev kicked 4, and Watchy played the bye. So if we can get can we get the ladder up at all? Or?
Ladder up, Des?
I'll read off it. We've got Kilmore on top, followed by Bundy and Eltham and Pano. Watchy sitting in 5th, with Bangor not far behind him, and Old Paradians sitting in last at the moment. Do you boys want to take Div 2?
Yeah, let's go over Div 2 now. So there's been quite a gap between us in 4th place and the 5th team, but definitely Mernda and McLeod are fighting for that last spot. We had a pretty good win against McLeod. So we won by over 100 points. Could have been even better for us if we could kick straight. We had 7 goals, 7 in the last quarter. And the bloke sitting next to me kicked 5. Jacko McGann and Jack Maxey had 4. And then Marcus Filevsky with 2 goals, his first one being the first for the club. And unfortunately for McLeod, there were no multiple goal kickers, but a few of them had good games around the board.
Whittlesea versus Murder, 3rd versus 5th. Whittlesea they started off well, got the lead at half time, but a brilliant 3rd quarter comeback made the last quarter very interesting by Murder, and Whittlesea needed to hold on, and they did, to keep 3rd position on the ladder. Whittlesey goals, Caden Allen kicked 2, and Chevy kicked 2 as well. Mernder's goals, Michael Ebbers kicked 3, and same with Eddie kicking 3.
Yeah, going on to Lower Plenty and Lorimer now. We had a 7th versus 2nd matchup. It was pretty hard for Lower to score, especially in the first half. Lorimer did it with ease, but it wasn't actually over until 3/4 time. Lower made it pretty close going into the second half. But Lorimer are right up there with South Morang now, fighting for that first position. So it'll be a very good matchup this weekend. Are they playing each other?
Yeah, Lorimer versus South Morang this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be an unreal game.
That will be a good game. And the Lorimer goals, Trim and McMahon kick 3, and then Rowe kick
Your
2.
boy again, KB Trimmy. Another.
He scores every week, don't he?
No, he's leading the goal kick at the moment with 41, but Darcy sitting next to me is coming. Likes to him.
Coming in with a rush.
Oh, we got one more.
Just down there. Heidelberg 2s versus South Morang, 8 versus 1st. It was always going to be hard for Heidelberg, but to their credit, they had a crack and had a very serviceable game against the ladder leaders. The Heidelberg always kick a lot of majors to their credit. South Morang had a consistent 4 quarters and continued to hold their spot, with the final score being 86-58. Heidelberg 2's goal scorers, Bolliard, Little with 2, South Morang, Arafoski, Barati with 3, and then Caputo with 2 as well.
As we look at the ladder, obviously we got Southie and Lorimer. You said both sort of well at top. Whittlesey in 3rd. You boys obviously a fair effort after dropping down from Divi 1. And Mernda and McLeod obviously fighting for that last spot. But obviously, how far do you boys think you guys can make it in Divi 2?
No, we'd be hoping our goal is to get that 2nd or 3rd spot just to secure the double chance in finals. And you never know.
Can you get that 3rd or 2nd spot?
We can,
You got
because
a lot of suspensions coming back.
all the boys are back. A lot of boys have been getting dropped from the seniors because they played the game limit. So we basically got a full team in for the rest of the year, which is really fortunate for us.
So you're peaking.
Yeah, pretty much. We've won 8 in a row at the moment, so I don't think we're stopping anytime soon. So yeah,
Bryce Coombs dominating.
he's actually been pretty good recently. So
he got
watch
the
out for him.
last week, so
Little Brycey.
Yeah.
Sensational.
he goes all right.
Yeah, before we get into the Div 1 recap, I've actually got a match report from the Friday night game between St. Mary's.
Is it your first match report you've had so far?
Yeah, first match report from a coach. So from Trevor Little, St. Mary's coach, he says, it was a chilly but nice night at Watmore Park on Friday night with St. Mary's hosting Montmorency. Didn't get off to a great start with St. Mary's skipper Ollie Gleeson breaking his thumb in the warm-up and having surgery on Sunday morning. So hopefully all is good for him. Both teams were in reach of the top 5 with plenty to play for. It was a tight first half with St. Mary's having 12 shots to 5 in the first half with a 2-goal lead. Monty's defense held up well and had really good services from Panazzo and Halliwell. Carews was looking dangerous to St. Mary's. The second half opened up a little bit more with Clamp in the ruck for St. Mary's giving them first use in the midfield, starting to get on top. The weight of numbers in forward 50 was enough for St. Mary's to come away with a win by 39 points with 23 shots to 9. Best players of St. Mary's were Ames, Clamp, Romari, Langley, and Carews. And for Mont, Panazzo, Halliwell, Scott, Sealy, Glover, and Mason Rigg. Pilots were Corrali's high-flying mark in the goal square, Carews' aerial craft, and Jackson Riley's ability to play the Jeremy McGovern role beyond his years. We would really like to see the league and teams get behind Friday night and Saturday twilight footy for the under-19s as it's a great showcase for our game.
Before we get into that, fellas, is Friday night a good night to play football or Saturday morning?
Me personally, I reckon Saturday morning.
Yep.
Let's keep it traditional.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just better. I feel like both teams have an advantage. Like it's just normal conditions, so there's no advantages or anything like that.
No, I agree with Darcy. I'd much rather play on a Saturday morning. I feel like there's always a reason why a team would be asking for a Friday night game.
Yeah.
So
What kind of reason would that be?
Oh no, we won't get into that. Just like clubs like Dymo bring in a massive crowd for a Friday night game, and it favours them.
Involvement.
No, definitely wouldn't want to be playing there for a night game.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt, but I saw a question then. Somebody asked Dry what body fat percent he's running at the moment. And Dry, are you on steroids?
Nah, I haven't got it tested recently, but
Maybe about 5%.
All right, so we get into Divi 1. St. Mary's was Montmorency. St. Mary's 63 defeated Monty 24. Best players, we already went to that. Greensboro versus Heidelberg. Greensy 34 defeated by Heidelberg 86. The best players for Greensy, we had Murphy, Ferris, Bowen, Jeffrey, Walsh, and Coulter. Heidelberg, Banksy, Donners, Lazaro, Armstrong, Smith, and Zanella. Goal kickers for Greensy, Bowen and Jeffrey both had 2. For Heidelberg, Armstrong, Donners, Feely, and Smith with both 2. Hurstbridge versus Diamond Creek. Hurstbridge 46 defeated by Diamond Creek 67. Hursty best players was Molinaro, Lawrence, Brian, Clark, Baines, Haas, Christian. Diamond Creek, Prince, Stefan, Hamilton, Fitzpatrick, and Stefan.
Was that an important game for Hursty to win?
Yeah, probably because now
It's pretty important, yeah.
Because they've gone to 6.
Their game got called off at 3/4 time, I believe, due to a neck injury from someone from Hurstbridge.
Yep.
So a bit stiff to lose by 20 points with it getting called off with a quarter to go. But I think they're still 5th, or they might have just dropped to 6. So so Ethan was saying it was a must-win game last week. So definitely very close up in Divi 1.
I think next week I was speaking to Ethan. St. Mary's have to win to knock Hursty out finals.
Yeah, I think they play each other this week.
Yeah,
I
they
think.
play each other.
So that's a big game.
Match of the round.
Yeah.
And finish it off with Divi 1, Eltham versus Banyule. We had Eltham 25-9, 159, defeated Banyule 41. For best players for Eltham, we had Trent Cooley, McCurdy, Diginovi, McCluskey, Sharp, and Bow. For Banyule, Ganino, Aston, Stone, Pulverenti, White, and Carr. Goal kickers for Eltham, multiple. We had Trent Cooley with 5. For a day, McCluskey with 4. Hibbert and Crowford with 3, and Hammond and Magnuson with 2.
As we move across and look at the ladder, obviously Heidelberg, like they are every team at their club, well and top on the ladder. Eltham and Banyule, Eltham sitting in 2nd, Banyule and Diamond Creek sitting equal there in 3rd and 4th. And obviously, as we mentioned, St. Mary's and Hurstbridge fighting it out for that 5th spot in Divi 1 with Monty and Greensy down the bottom struggling a little bit.
Just going for you boys, did you actually, boys, when you're in 1st division, play against Heidelberg?
Yes,
or Eltham?
We did. We played them actually the first 2 rounds against Heidelberg. Like, they're just like on a different level. They're that good, like all around the ground. Like, it's just so hard to compete against them. That's for us personally.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just like we stayed with them for a little bit of the game, but there's so like
so many champions.
And we had a couple of players that was their first game ever playing footy.
Yeah.
So like playing against
so you've done exceptionally well.
Yeah, VFL caliber players. To keep it within 100 was kind of impressive.
And who else did you play against in 1st division?
We played Eltham.
How did Eltham go? Because I reckon Eltham's we'll say the premiership.
Were they the one who beat Heidelberg, or was it Banyule that beat
Heidelberg? So with Eltham, we stayed with them until I'd say the half, and then they just ran all over us. They're so like quick in a bit team, like we just couldn't keep up with them. Yeah, and then we played Dymo.
Oh, so you played all the guns.
And then we played Dymo, and then we played Greensboro and Montmorency.
You beat Greensboro, didn't you?
We beat Greensboro. It was a pretty good game. We stayed with Monty like 95% of the game, and we fell short in the last quarter.
So overall, were you boys stick to go to 2nd division, or would you prefer to be in 2nd division rather than, we'll say, play at the 1st division?
I think with our full team, we could actually compete pretty
100%.
well in Div 1.
Yep.
Like there's a few teams we would have been confident.
Is it much a different side to you? Obviously, you said last year you were very close to obviously having a chance to win the flag. Is it much a different side this year? Or
towards the start of the season, it was with the injuries, suspensions. Players just stopped playing, but towards the back end of the season, we're really building and
get some boys back.
Key personnel back in. It's going to help us out a lot come finals time.
Certainly, best of luck.
So right now, what you're saying is you're very competitive in 1st division without the calibre that you've got coming through the 2nd half of this year. So you must be just about red hot favourites in 2nd division.
No, we don't want to put the mods on ourselves. No, we have the confidence.
And how's Scooter going coaching this year?
Oh, he's amazing. I think for me, definitely the best coach I've ever had. Like he's got
His
amazing
care
footy
for the
IQ.
his care for the boys is just unmatched. Like we're all first for him. Like he loves the boys and he
And
loves
he's
the
still
team.
training hard, so
Yeah,
I know he's a
even
very hard trainer. We'll say bloke Scooter.
yeah,
Loves
no, he
running.
pushed us really hard in the preseason.
Yeah,
We
did a 2K on like a 38-degree day. It was
Should have doubled up and done
night-
twice.
We did a 1K right after it. It was a nightmare.
Yeah, KB, who's Tristan Harrower?
Oh, he's a legend, man. He's a legend.
Don't think he likes you.
No, Tristan's good man. There's a few.
Kick every single one.
Who's Jackson? Is that another one of
So,
those burner
teammate
accounts?
down at Bundy,
No, we-
North or?
Nah.
Any more comments we've got coming through, boys?
So if you have got any questions for the two boys in the middle, feel free to fire away.
All right. Well, that could wrap it up.
Stingers had 30 touches on the weekend. Yeah, Matt Stingers racks it up.
Let's wrap it.
Well, let's go into the Northern Knights because we usually give the Northern Knights a bit of a wrap up.
So we'll just touch on the Northern Knights. They had a trip up to the highway to Wangaratta to play the Murray Bush Rangers. Second quarter was their best. Wasn't a great win, but it was a win. Scores were 45 Wangaratta to the Knights, 66 with a margin of 21 points. Moxon and Commander had plenty of the ball from the back. Murphy created havoc, raking up many kicks. Storm controlled the air with a lazy 11 marks. The young guns of Radovic and Downs kicking multiple goals helped them as well. And KB's favourite player, Sean Tyrrell, back into the team and in the best place, so it must have helped them win. They got Western Jets this week and probably should be another win. So
Just go for the Northern Knights, boys. Could any of you been down there for a trial or anything?
Yeah, I got one. I had one in futures. Yeah.
What's future 16s?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you go?
It's all right. I didn't do the best in the first one. The second one, I was all right. It was just a big shock. Me personally playing Div 2 under 15s and just not very good competition to go straight into like versing all the good players, like really good players. It's just a big shock. So yeah, pretty good, didn't it?
No, I unfortunately haven't had a try out. But I've gone down and watched it, and I just thought like it's just a level above everything else, and I wasn't quite ready for it at the time.
Well, that's excellent.
Ben Jovi says, "How much does try?"
No, I think he just wants to shout out. He's been in every second comment.
Benny boy.
Yeah, Benny Jovi,
Yeah.
one of our best senior players.
Where's Benny play back pocket?
Nah,
He wouldn't
nah,
like that, would he?
nah, he's not too happy when he's chucked in the forward line. He's just says he's an A-grade midfielder, so he wants to stay there.
Jack White, how's the Bulls going in the 90s? And how are you going the right? We're sitting second on the ladder at the moment. So we're not going too bad. Obviously, Kilmore are well and truly on top at the moment, so that'll obviously be a tough beat. But I think we got Watsy on Friday night this week, so it should be a good game. And
another Friday night game. How many have you blokes had?
Bonners
for
and Gossie don't like setting their alarms and getting up in the morning, so we got to play Friday nights.
How many Friday night games have you actually had this year, though?
Oh, probably 3/4 of them. I don't mind them; they're not too bad.
Yeah.
But anyways, going into our games for this week, Divi 1, we got Mont versus Dymo, Heidelberg versus Eltham, which is first versus second, so it should be a good game. Obviously, KB said they're probably the two contenders. Bangor versus Greensey, and then obviously the big game, St. Mary's versus Hursty. Probably most likely outcome is winner makes the finals, loser misses out. Divi 2 on Friday night, we got McLeod versus Heidelberg, and obviously, as we said, McLeod probably have to win it to keep their final chances alive. On Saturday, Lower versus Whittlesea, U-Boys versus Mernda, which is fourth versus fifth. Another big game. Mernda probably have to win to stay in finals. And then Lorimer versus Southie, first versus second.
That's a big game.
So obviously you said two real contenders there. Well, I think we got touched up by both of them when we were up in Div 2.
Can we read that comment? Ben, the comment just put up. Can we read that?
My experiences with Tanner, he hasn't bought me anything. So no, if he shouts me something, maybe I'll give him a shout out. But for now, I haven't received anything from him.
We'll give him a shout anyway, Tanner. Get to the bar and shout the boys.
Yeah, that one's bad.
Who's the better one between him and his brother?
They're both pretty good.
Angry units.
Yeah. No, we'd love to have them on the show one time. Get them down.
Any comment, Jack? Or?
I mean, we did have one Saturday game this week, and your brother didn't set his alarm and wake up. So ask Luch about that one first, Inter. And then on to Compty wasn't too happy. On to Divi 3 on Friday night, we got 2 games. Altham versus Kilmore, which is 3rd versus 1st, which should be a good game. And then obviously we said Bundy versus Watsy, and Watsy probably have to win to stay in the finals. And then Old Pradians versus Bangul, which if Watsy do lose and Bangul able to win, I believe Bangul jump them and end up playing the finals and Penn will have a bye. So that's about all from me with this week.
Been great, boys.
That's good. Thank you for having us.
Thank
Very
you.
good. If you have got anyone you'd like to nominate to come on any week, next week or whenever, obviously feel free to throw them out. Throw them on the bus.
You got one or what?
Oh, I haven't got one. You got one?
No, I'd actually like to nominate 2 of the boys from our senior group. That being Liam Barber, one of the young guns. Love Barbs, and Rocky Churkop would he said I was dead to him if I didn't mention him today. So give him a mention. Yeah.
And also,
get them on.
I'd also love to say 2 boys from Hursty, Noel Beeston and Jen Overfield.
I'm actually going to mention someone to comment as well. He's been asking me to shout him out. So Blake Wiley, mate, come on the show. You've been asking for it.
Go on, horse.
Yeah, get him on.
All right.
Been excellent, boys.
On to you, Max. I think.
Wrap it up now.
Obviously, we got the massive show. I think it's the first ever the women's show tonight with the finals. So hosted by Compty. So it should be great fun. And obviously, thanks for coming on. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope everyone else enjoyed it watching. So great show.
Just go through. It's just that little bit there.
Thank you everyone for the listen. Hopefully we had a crack and did all right. Coaches, team managers, please name your best accurately. We welcome any match report. And is there any segment you'd like us to put on? Let us know. Good luck to everyone in this week's game. It's the People's Play Shows. Until next week, thanks everyone for listening. Enjoy.
Thank you.
What costs $20? What costs $20? 5 packs of footy cards. My dinner. 5 packs of footy cards. What costs $20? I'm not really sure. Coat? Lego. Squishmallow. 3 packs of olives. Box of beer. Guys, what costs $20?
All right, guys, welcome back to the Northern Footy Show. I've been promoted, I'd say, girls, to the last show of the night. Welcome on. Really stoked to have you on. Introduce yourself from South Morang.
I'm Ella Pinney. I'm Chloe Thompson. I'm Ruby.
Oh, well, we brought the stars in there. Girls, you've just got my notes brought over for me. Your season is unfortunately over, but you start straight away for next season. You start getting, tell me about your season. We'll start with you. How did your season go as a team and as an individual?
As a team, it was a great season.
Yeah.
Like we were started in Div 3.
Yep.
Then got moved up into Division 2 during the year. So it was a huge jump. It's a whole different game of footy.
So you started in Div 3.
Yeah.
And then obviously we're winning those a little bit easy.
Yeah.
Came up and still
Yeah.
finished 5th. So you
Yeah.
finished inside the top
Still
5.
had
So
a-
it was the right move.
Had a few good wins during the season. Like some good competition. And still finished 5th and
Give your season a rating out of 10. If you had to rate yourself out of 10,
Oh.
we had to ask the boys, they all would have just said 10, right? The boys are still here. Boys, don't forget to measure your fat cells on the way out. Very, very good. No dramas, signing autographs. How would you rate your season out of 10?
Probably 6.
6?
6.
How would you rate her season out of 10, Chloe?
8 or a 9.
An 8, right? Room for improvement. What are you giving her?
Like a 9.
Yeah, be nice because she's about to do it to each other. And what would be the one thing you'd want to improve on yourself personally for 2026?
Like always, fitness, like just that run, like because playing on ball,
Mhm.
just need to get that fitness up, just that touch more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about you,
Yeah.
Chloe?
I've been pretty unlucky with injuries and work commitments, so I think I had an okay season. I had a 5.
About a 5? Yep. And girls, what were your rater?
I would give it an 8. We had a good season.
These are all nice to each other.
Yeah.
Guys aren't this kind. And Chloe, what would you want to improve on your season from this year other than injuries?
Probably my fitness, definitely. Just want to get a bit more on the ball.
Yep.
probably, I'd say.
Yep.
Yeah, good season.
All right, now we're up to you. Now all the pressure's on. Everyone's rated themselves well. What would you rate your season out of 10?
I'd rate
maybe like a 7 or 8.
A 7 or an 8. Yep. Girls.
I'd say an 8, like a 9 or a 10. You
Yeah,
had a great season.
I would
This
say
is
it's
the best,
your
best
best
season you've
season.
played,
The
mate.
funny thing is
Yep.
when and we haven't done much with women's footy this year. We just haven't been able to. But now that we've got our accreditation, we can.
Mm.
Yous all come in so sweet and innocent. But then when you get out there and we watch some of the replays, you're absolute nutcases on the field. Some of the women's footy's rougher than the men's footy.
Bit
So-
of white line fever.
Yeah. He's go a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the club, and did you just have certain sponsors for the women's side this year and everything? Do you know who they are? The
Yeah, we
correct
got,
answer is yes.
Was it Frank? No,
Oh, Frankie's Coffee. Yep.
no, the pizza.
Yep.
Yeah, the cafe and then the
And
pizza.
then the pizza, Victor's pizza. Was it Sydney's?
Yeah, in Manda. Yeah.
So who was the toughest side just played against this year in second division? And I'll finish that off with who will win second division. Are the girls from Kilmore? Look, they're looking at you. Oh,
I
scary.
reckon,
Kiara's puffed out a little bit there.
Probably Fitzroy.
Fitzroy's the
They're
best side you
good.
played.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're a real good,
Physical.
They're just like
Yeah.
physical, but not only like their skills match their physical level.
Yeah.
If that
Yep.
makes sense. Like not only will they bump you off the ball, but they're just so clean with their pickups.
Yep.
Mhm.
So would Kilmore be second best? Because no, try to start a fight in here. But if Fitzroy were your best side, what do you have to do to reach their level? What are you missing? Are you going out to recruit a player? I assume you three are staying next year. You're committed for next year. Yep. Chloe's part of South Morang royalty. She's going nowhere. I did see Chloe Thompson sing at school once. Maybe I should have brought the footage in for that. I reckon I can get hold of that off Jessica somewhere. But no, so you're all committed for next year. If you have to go out and recruit, what player are you looking forward to bolster you up to make sure you finish top 2?
Probably a forward.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
We need forwards and maybe another mid
Yeah.
to rotate because we don't really have a proper mid position at the moment.
Yep.
Backline's pretty locked.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
Yeah.
Okay.
But always looking for defenders if you just want to come and join.
Yeah. So, I mean, how many players do you have to choose from? Are you struggling to get a side on the park each week? You've got
No.
people getting dropped.
No, we get our side every week. Have a
We're about
four.
22.
Yeah, 4 on
22
the
a week.
bench.
We'll have a few more. If you
Yeah.
put it down.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if they want to come down and get involved and live locally, or even if they're looking to swap sides, what's the pathway? Do they get in contact with you guys personally? Do they contact the club? Just turn up when training starts,
Yeah.
follow the website.
whenever they feel comfortable, we're very welcoming. So,
Yeah.
having you girls
Yeah.
contacting us, contacting the coach, the club.
Trying to get a bit more social out, like when our first training will be, our pre-season, get that out so people can see that on the website and stuff. So
Who was your coach this year?
Andy.
Andy, right?
Big dad.
Right. So Andy's hiding. So let's rate him. He can't come on here right now. So let's rate him. What do you give him as a coach out of 10?
I love Andy. He knows I love Andy. We've had him. He's been our coach since what? 14s, 15s.
Right.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah. For
He comes in stocky and solid. Is he a bit of a softie?
he is.
Oh,
He's a
big old
soft.
Yes. Yeah. Does he yell at you as though? Does he get stuck into you?
Yes.
Yeah. What's his best spray? I want to know what has been his best spray
I
this year.
think Sunday was maybe our best spray. Or
It wasn't even a spray, it was just kind of a
Last year when we
Yeah.
won, kind of thing. It was a good one.
But yeah, we definitely.
Yeah.
What about the one when we won by 96 points
And
last year?
walk us through it. What happened? So you're 96 points. You've won. You've gone in the rooms. You're thinking, well, surely we're getting lollies and are you all over 18? You are all over 18.
Yeah.
So you've gone in. You've had a beer or a breezer. What? Oh, that's the next question. What do you drink after the game? But if you do that, what's happened at 96 points? You've won. What's he said?
What did he say?
Oh, I can't even remember. It was just a spray.
A spray
Yeah, it
for
was like
96 points up.
Yeah, it was like a proud, but do it again
Yeah.
next week.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
you set a level, and he wanted to say. And did you repeat it the following week?
Yeah, I don't know. I
I
couldn't
think we
even tell
won,
you.
but we're not by that. But we won it.
All right. So the boys, the men's, after a game, our whole career, KB sitting over there, and he used to get one for himself, but used to get a slab after the game in the room in men's footy. What happens in women's footy after the game?
We all have to drive home.
Yeah.
Right, because you're all
We're
people.
all on our big plates, yeah.
Players.
Yep.
The coaches, like
Yeah.
assistant coach, and the team manager,
They'll have a
beer.
beer.
Yep.
And our runner but
So I'm hearing Andy gets to have the beers, give you a spray. Even if he's win by 96 points, he's giving you an absolute hiding. Yep, pretty much. And they don't put a box of grog in the middle after the game. No.
Maybe
Coke,
that's on the
orange
plan
juice.
next year.
Girls, you need a manager. You need a manager. you need to get me involved. I can help you out. I'll have a word with him before you get out of here tonight. All right. So when does pre-season go back now? Your season's over. When do you go back?
I think I had a chat to Rod. Yeah, Rod said like November.
November. So that's pretty early.
yeah, we try to get into it as early as we can.
Yeah.
Try and get something before like our break or Christmas.
Okay. Who from your side guaranteed you're going to put $100 down? You want the safest bet. Who's not turning up to the first pre-season training session? If it's you, Chloe Thompson, I'm going to hit the roof because you've just carried on about fitness. Who is it? Tell me who is guaranteed missing the first training session for pre-season.
I'm gonna say Ali. I was gonna say Maddie Hayes, but she's not playing.
Ali?
Get to training.
All right, so you have a night out at the club. You're having a couple of breezes. Who never ever pays for a drink? Who's I've left my wallet at home. Who's or is there no tight asses in women's footy?
I'm gonna say Ella's getting bought for it.
Yeah.
Bought for it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, you got a bit red there. What's going on?
Guys, I always pay for a drink. Always.
All right. So if you are being a bit of an advocate for women's footy at the moment, what's your message to any young girl thinking about playing footy? Thinking, I don't know if this is for me. I'm a bit scared to go out there and do it. What's your message to them to get them involved?
Literally, just give it a go.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably the best thing I ever did. Like,
Yep.
you meet
love
so
it?
many. Yeah, you meet so many new girls. Just.
I haven't got my glasses there, so
Do-
I'm scared to
Do
put
the
them up.
girls-
Do
like,
the girls
Sunday
sign up?
overtime slot.
Oh, well, there you go.
We were just talking about it before.
No.
No.
Sunday can't be any worse.
Right. So what's your preference?
We said we're saying a Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning or afternoon.
Is that because you hang around the club? Do your games coincide with the men's? Like, no. Be good if that was nearly the precursor to the men's. No, I'm getting a big no from Andy over here. No,
No. If
absolutely
only
not.
it was, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Even a Friday night, just throwing a couple of those. I think it's just like
Do you have Friday night games at all?
No.
we don't get given them. Like we have to like sort out with the club that we're playing if we want to.
Yes. Yep.
Jess,
Okay.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Yes, Jess is
Is
like
Jess the one? Is she the one we called
number
out?
one supporter.
Now, Jess, fair dinkum. These girls have just said that you're not up to it. Like you've got to get there. You've got to lead by example. All right. Now we're going to let you girls go. We spoke earlier about having a women's footy show next year. We'll talk about how we do that maybe in the off season. Your season's over, but well done. You've had a great season. Coming from Division 3 and finishing in the top 5 in Division 2 is an absolute amazing award. What I'm a bit nervous here is these girls are looking a bit angry over here from Kilmore. We're going to have to set KB. Can you make sure they get separated on the way through? Girls, thank you very much for coming on. We're going to do the most unprofessional change. Oh, hang on. Be cool to see women's and 19s alternate Saturday morning and Friday nights. Girls agree?
Agreed.
Yeah. Eamon's a real good advocate for women's footy as well and a ripping guy. All right. Well, girls, watch this. We're going to, as we do the changeover to getting Kiara on over here and her crew, we're going to go to a quick commercial break and we will be back with the Kilmore crew. Big thank you to the girls coming on.
Own a business with an ABN and a commercial property like a shed, farm or warehouse? Tired of sky-high hot water bills? AGL offers professional heat pump hot water installations with 100% rebates that cover everything, including plumbing, electrical, and even a free quote and analysis for systems over 10 years old. You pay zero out of pocket and start saving from day one. It's a no-brainer. Visit Sean or Savvy today at www.aussiegreenlighting.com.au and proud sponsors of the Northern Footy Show.
All right, welcome back. We've brought in Kilmore women, so Division 2 as well. Now, unfortunately, firstly, welcome, girls. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Alexis.
I'm Jayla.
And we're Kiara. Kiara played recently in a game with us in the old man's game, didn't you? North Heidelberg versus the Diamond Valley All-Stars. And the only reason we didn't give her best on ground is because she was too young. She
I also
absolutely.
got 5 touches.
Yeah,
let's be real.
No, you look pretty good. You look better than all the blokes out there. But no, well done, girls. Now, you did lose on the weekend. Let's go through the score. Fitzroy Stars went 8-7-61 to, Jesus, got to put my glasses on. 2-1-13 on the weekend, girls. What happened? Let's get straight into it, the hard questions. What happened?
No one was awake on the weekend.
No.
In all honesty, I think that was rock bottom for us. The season that we've had, and coming from Div 3, coming straight into Div 2, and doing a good job coming out on the weekend like that. It wasn't us, and I know that we can definitely do a lot better than that. So.
Yeah, definitely wasn't our best game we've ever played.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we can learn a lot from that. And we just be honest, no one really knows what went on. It was just we woke up that day and we chose not to play our game. We got sucked into the Fitzroy Stars game, and that's why we felt it.
You have had a pretty good season. I think you finished second on the ladder overall. Have I got that right?
Yeah.
So second on the ladder, that's okay. You've got the double chance. That's why you get it. You get to rebound one more time. I think you're taking on, is it Darebin this weekend?
Yeah.
At home? Oh, no, sorry. It's at
No,
Latrobe.
Latrobe, yeah.
What was the surface like on the weekend? I've heard it's amazing.
So their grass is like carpet.
Yep.
It's terrible to bounce the ball on.
Okay.
Every time you'd have one good bounce, and the next one it just disappear.
Is that you, Kiara, or is it the ground? Come on.
It could possibly be me. I'll take that one. But it was actually not bad. It was a bit
I'm
hard.
gonna have to
though.
agree with that.
It was
Yeah.
actually not. It was actually.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. I drove past it the other day and it looks amazing. And then I think after that, the finals head out to Eltham, the grand finals head out to Eltham. How are you going to go this week against Darebin?
We're hoping for the win.
Yep. All right, you definitely better be open for the win because otherwise something's gone wrong because they played South Marine and accounted for the girls who I'm not going to look at because they're just going to give me an evil stare. 60-28 on the weekend. South Marine kicked 4-4-28 to Darebin kicked 9-6-60. Have you played them? Or obviously you've played them during the year. How did you go against them last time you met?
We did pretty well. I think we won by quite a few goals.
Okay.
And we're hoping to just repeat that and show everyone, we're still here.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Last
Yeah.
week doesn't really show us or define Kilmore is.
Have you done media training for this, Kiara?
No.
This is sounding very AFL.
I'm just trying not to be one of myself.
Hard. No. All right. Well, so I'll start with you. Rate your season out of 10 and what do you want to improve on for next season?
So coming into this season, I actually was coming off an injury.
Mhm.
So I was really scared going for the ball. But I'm honestly getting it back now. It's feeling really good. So probably give it like a 7.
Yep.
Not my best, but it's not my worst.
What do you give her, girls? Give her a rating out of 10.
I'm going to go with a solid 9. Alexis
wow.
kills it in the back line. She goes in hard. She's always wanting the ball. So, yeah.
She's saying she's scared to go in. Is that in
she's
her mind?
underselling herself a bit more. She's a hard hitter. She will go
Right.
in for that ball and she will do all she can to
Right.
get
You
it.
can
So-
see this whole guy over here having a can, KB. Never got a hard ball in his whole career. and won the league medal in men's Division 1. Couple of grand finals. Ask him about his stats. He'll sit you down for 45 minutes and tell you about it. So you sound like you are underselling yourself. What do you want to improve upon next year? So your goal for next year is what?
My goal for next year is definitely going in probably harder.
Okay.
Yeah. And then improving my fitness a lot more.
Yep.
Being able to just run the entire time without
Yep.
walking, being flat footed.
All right. Well, that's
Okay.
pretty good rap. I'm hearing that you're a bit harsher on yourself and the girls reckon you're easily a star. All right. We'll move on to you. So how would you rate your season out of 10 and what do you want to improve upon next year?
This year is actually my first season ever of footy. So
Let her tackle your dads and give us your rating. No, thanks. I'll break, Eamon. I'll break.
yeah, this year is actually my first ever season of footy.
Wow.
So didn't really know what to expect, but I couldn't have asked for a better group of girls to, have my first season with. My skills definitely, I have heard from everyone from the start of the year to now have improved, putting in the hard yards and getting to training early, cutting laps and having a kick definitely has helped improve my skills. But I think next year I want to take those skills and start to, read the play better, learn how to be a bit of a Kiara and,
She's nuts off the
she's
field.
crazy on the field. If we look up to anyone in our team, it's definitely Kiara. But yeah, I think just harness those skills and try and improve going into my second season. But I reckon overall I'll give myself maybe a 6 or a 7 for my
Girls,
first season.
Raider.
Oh, Jayla's had such a good season.
Like,
Like,
I love an 8 or a 9.
yeah.
The first season.
Definitely an
But
8.
I feel like yeah,
For your
8 or
first
9
season of
for a
footy,
first
you were
season,
doing an amazing job.
I've seen worse players.
Yeah.
Quick question for KB. Who's a better footballer, KB or his daughter or son? That's actually a really good question.
Well, who's kicked the most goals this year is my daughter.
Right.
Max plays full back, so
Right.
other mates kick more.
Yep. But Max is probably just about leading the comp, I reckon, as well. So both good footballers. Must have got it from mum. Wouldn't have been from KB's outside play. I've seen Max play. He's hard at the ball. All right. So can I ask you what made you take up football? If this is your first year, what said, all right, or did the girls drag you down, or was it something you said I wanted to do? What happened? Did you lose a bet?
They had asked me at the start of the year, and I was like, nah, not me. I'm a netballer. Like,
Oh, so you're already mad.
yeah, exactly.
That's a tough game.
And then I started coming to preseason just to get fit, and then I started coming to all the trainings, and I was like, you're here, why aren't you playing?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's not my scene, guys. Like, whatever. Yeah, I had my shorts, my socks, and my jersey the week after.
I'm ready to
I was
go.
ready to go. So, yeah.
You love it?
Yeah.
Definitely
and,
back next year?
Definitely back
No
next
one's
year.
leaving Kilmore?
We're not letting them. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Eamon will come on and go absolutely bananas if you say, tell me about the badges. What's going on with the badges? You're wearing badges.
So one of the girls on our footy team actually has made player badges for every senior, resi, women's and 19s player.
Wow.
So we all have our own badges. And
Are you wearing your own?
No, I'm not wearing my own.
KB does. Still wears his own double coat. So who have you got on there? Tell me.
I've actually got our captain, Alice Stewart.
Yes.
I've got the senior coach,
Paul Derrick, what a legend.
What a legend, Paul Derrick.
And he's
Shout
stepping
out
down
Paul
at the end of
Derrick.
this year.
He is stepping down at the end of this year, sadly. We'll definitely be sad to see him go, but he'll always be around.
He
the
won't go
club.
far.
He won't go far.
No,
he
no.
loves us
He's
too
a
much.
football nut.
He's a football nut.
And don't tell me you've got Goose. Josh Coe.
I have got Josh Coe.
Does he not look like the guy Goose out of Top Gun? He's 100% splitting him.
Tell us.
Is this your boyfriend? Is Josh your boyfriend?
No. Josh and I
Can
are
we
really
break
good
the
friends.
news here?
Josh and I are actually really good friends. He wears my badge. I wear his badge. It's
Something's brewing
just-
here. Are we on to something here, Kiara? Nah.
Nah. Just a little inside joke.
I know
here.
Joshy very well. He's a ripping.
I actually spoke to him on the way here,
Yep.
funnily enough, and yeah, he said that he knows you very well and
He's a
been
ripping
on the
guy.
show before. So
Yes. Yeah. Nah, that's
he
all
said
right.
be careful. Be
That
wary.
intervention order's gone. Anyway, so that's good. So tell me, Kiara, now on to you. Did we rate? Did you rate it? You did, didn't you? Yes,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did. All right, Kiara,
Solid.
you are a star, right? Now, and I do give you a pretty big rap because I've watched a little bit of footy over the last year or two, and I've been down training with you last year at Thomastown. Are we allowed to say that? Are they still mad or they've moved on?
Oh, no.
Oh, it doesn't matter. So still mad. KB said, you hip and shouldered me last year at that Thomastown training, and I'm not sure I've recovered yet. I think your kicking is as good as I've seen in women's footy. You are absolute superstar. How would you rate your season?
Definitely not my best season. I've just came off a shoulder injury as well. Last year, in the first 20 seconds of my last game against Mercy, I dislocated my shoulder.
Soft.
Yeah, real soft for me, actually. I got to the hospital after that too, just for them to say, oh, no, you're all sweet, you can play this week. So, yeah, I've sort of been scared to go in and under the ball how I usually do. I don't know, I'd give myself 7.
Girls.
Lower.
Girls.
No, 10.
10, 12, yeah.
Can you-
Yeah, but you don't have my normal standard.
Yeah, no.
Well,
she's-
if yours is
any
if
better,
this is
holy
below
shit.
Sydney's normal standard, then I would, I would love to see what she's really
Fine.
made of.
All right, so sorry, my mic mustn't be close enough. So I've superstar Carinado coming up. Is that mum?
My mum. Yeah.
Always the mums, isn't it? Has South Marine been on yet? Yes, they have. You missed it, but you'll be able to watch the replay. Hey, Jay, you're getting some love. Maxie's the first time Maxie's smiled all season since he's been in here. You bring in 6 girls, and all of a sudden Matt's putting on some sort of show up the background. What's going on, Maxie?
000, please.
He's usually here. He's a bit dreary and like, g'day, I'm Max tonight. Girls coming in. G'day, guys, I'm Max Brown. I'm here. How you doing? There's a whole new Max. He's got a bit red over the back, hasn't he? Yeah. All right. So, girls, next season we'd have to worry about that yet. How much do you win by on the weekend against Darabin?
My Dolphins.
All right. We'll throw you in the deep end. You're all playing on the weekend, I
Yeah,
assume?
we're all
Yep.
playing.
Oh, hopefully.
Well, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Don't know. We'll just have to, go and play.
No, that's
I
great.
don't want to jinx it.
All right, I won't hold you to it, but if you don't choose, I'll choose for you.
4 goals.
Yeah. All right. We'll take 4 goals. KB's 4 goals. He's read your mind. He's a mind
Okay,
reader.
Sure.
What are you going with? Tell me yours. What are you going with? How much do you win by?
We'll go 4 goals.
4 goals.
Let's go
yeah.
4 goals.
Yeah. Kiara's a little bit of an angry person sometimes.
Eamon said 60.
Eamon said 60.
I'm a nice person.
No, you are a nice. I love it. I love the white line fever. It's great. So, what are you giving me? Come on, Kiara. No one's hurting your feelings.
Yeah, like 3 to 5.
3 to 5. Yeah, I think so as well. I'm going to tip you to win. How's that? I'm definitely going to tip you to win. Now I'm going to try to get down there Sunday.
What time do they play?
12 o'clock, Division 2, 2 for Division 1.
Back over.
Righto.
Small
So
one.
Yeah.
I'll do.
Really that small?
It's smaller, heaps smaller.
Oh, is it really?
Oh.
Gosh.
Right. Girls, tell me about your coach this year. Shout out to your coach. What do you?
Andy.
So tell me pros and cons. Screamer or non-screamer?
Non-screamer.
Non-screamer.
Oh, wow.
Come on, you're losing shit or something.
No, we don't deserve it.
What's this? Luca Kennedy says, tell them about your woof.
Oh, you got
Go on, tell me the story.
Okay, no, you got to have that dog in ya. It's a thing that we've come up with in our last few games. And it's just you got to have that dog in you. You just got to get in there and be a bit rough. But
You do not sound like a first-year player. Let me tell you, this is the netball coming out. Emily says we all have that dog in us.
Yeah, we do.
I'm 51. You don't say it like you got a dog or something. Hold on. Right, so this is how I'm cool, yeah. All right. Was there any other comments there, Maxie? Did you have a question for the girls, Max? No. All right, now, girls, I wish you the very best for the remainder of the season. I hope to see you in the big dance. I'm pretty sure you will get the win because Darabin's not here to look at me evilly. But thank you so much for coming on. The plan is to have a women's show next year, so we're going to try and get everyone involved a bit more often. The studio's open. If any of the women's sides want to record a podcast in the off season, our sponsor behind us, Bayford Ford, will pay for any club that wants to come down and record it. So you come down, you get to use all the equipment. So it's a great way to promote your clubs and your sponsors in the off season. And if you're trying to recruit players or you want to update your fans on what's going on, or you want to make a Darren and Kev badge or something like that, like just saying, Kev, could you live with one?
No.
Would you sign it?
No.
You're a liar. You would buy the first one.
What? I will be there on Sunday.
You will be, yes, you will be down there. Now, is your daughter playing this week as well?
I think so.
Give her, you think so?
I don't know what they West.
Yeah, so he knows. He's just being facetious. All right, so guys, yeah, no, I read it before I come here. I thought I better get a word that makes me sound half sophisticated. All right, that's going to conclude our show. Thank you so much for everyone to tuning in. Thank you to all of our guests tonight. We had the great Lionel Proctor and Kane Proctor on, a couple of absolute superstars of our game. We had the South Morang ladies on, who were fantastic, and of course yourselves. Wish you the best for the rest of the season. And the North Heidelberg big boys, nearly forgot those. They're still looking themselves in the mirror downstairs, the North Heidelberg boys. Yes, they were pretty happy with themselves, the boys, weren't they? Hang on, read the comment. I can show you your Kath and King impression. What's going on? Who's this for? Oh, Jade.
I reckon that's my cousin.
All right. Is this for you?
I'm not doing that.
Come on. There'll be no better way to finish this show. Come on.
I've already spoken about the badges. I'm staying quiet.
All right. So someone's going to have to do it. Maxie wants badges all round. All right. You sure? You sure? One crack at it. One crack at it. No, you're done. All right. All right. Until next week, we'll be back. Keep kicking goals.
Have you ever seen a roo kick? Have you ever seen an emu run? under the bright Aussie skies and said this year we'll be the one. Oi, oi, oi! What does it mean to be a part of a footy team?